Well, ain't nobody in there yet. Let's see who gonna get in here today. Been not taking me a nap, y'all. Man. Man, while I'm on here, man, I'm gonna send a special shout out to uh my best friend, Nate. Man. Like I am. I got a person here. I don't know who it is. Oh. Gotta get some more people in here. I know it's a Friday, people probably busy. Just not getting off work. But I'm talking to me. I'm going live, talk about fishing. I'm gonna do a video tomorrow, y'all, as long as this weather right. Or whoever this is. Alright, I said I got 2 people in here. Alright, I see 10 people. Y'all, I'm on, if this weather break out right, man, I'm doing my next video tomorrow. But I have slow signal, cause I have to do it from my phone. And man, I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna try to make it epic. I'm gonna try to make it epic. Nah, Natty just. What up, bro? Who it is? I'm behind your head. I'm behind you. I don't know about that. But anyway, y'all, I'm on. If tomorrow weather check out right, I'm going to the Spearway, y'all. Mac Pan. What's good, bro? What's good? What's good? What's good, man? Shoot, y'all tell me what's good. I'm on here to chat about fishing. Man, y'all ask me any questions y'all need to know about stuff y'all don't know. If I have the answer for it, I'll let you know. Gotta get on to get them followers. Got to. Shoot, I'm behind on my stuff. But you know, I went through a little time period to where I ain't have enough. No, I couldn't make no time. But man, I ain't gonna go for that now. I ain't gonna go for that now. Depending on what people you talking about. But I mean, everybody got a time to pass away, so I wouldn't say it's a random reason, collector. But man, let's get on this fishing tip, y'all. Anyways, tomorrow, y'all, I got plans on going to the Spearway. I was thinking about going to the Spearway in Sardis, Mississippi, but I'm really thinking about going to the Spearway in Aberdeen. That's where I'm really thinking about going. Hey man, I'm really thinking about doing some catfishing, and I might throw a bass lure out there or anything like that. Man, look, I don't know nothing about that, collector, and this ain't the right channel for that, man. I'm on here to talk about fishing or nothing like that. If it ain't for fishing, if it ain't about fishing, you on the wrong thing, dog. If it ain't about fishing, you on the wrong thing, the wrong live, man. Go to another live, somebody talking about that. I don't mean no harm, but you know, all due respect, this ain't what this live is about. But now, let me get back. All right, it's probably gonna take a couple days for the video to actually download. But y'all, man, I'm telling you, I'm gonna pretty much, man. I'm gonna lay it down, man. I'm gonna try my best to. I've been wanting to go to, man, Big Arms Fishing. Man, what's up, bro? What it do, man? Man, how's the fishing in your area? Finally, somebody on here talking about what I'm doing this live for, and that's fishing. That's fishing. Man, this the fish tracker here, man. What's up, bro? I'm on here talking about, man, going to a Spearway tomorrow. But yeah, I'm probably gonna throw some bass lures while I catfish at the same time. And pretty much as far as the other places that I have access to go fishing, it might be, let me see, 1, 2, maybe 3 places. I'm gonna say about three or 4 places in mind where I feel like I may be able to have some luck, but I gotta have, make the time to go to those places. And oh yeah, Big Orange Fishing, and anybody else that want to, I just not downloaded a video that just not hit yesterday, and it's the first one on my page is bass fishing, and man, it's a fish on there that I hooked, and the fish stole my chatterbait, man. He took off my chatterbait. He hit it so hard, man. It was crazy. And he pulled the whole chatterbait off. And after he pulled the chatterbait off, he spat the chatterbait back out. He excuse me, my allergies. But yeah, he spit the chatterbait back out. He hopped out the water. You can see on the video, but you gotta view the video though to catch that part. But I did catch a few that day, actually get some out the water or whatever like that, but it wasn't major. But I mean, I got some good bites and stuff like that too. What's my opinion on Arby's? I don't know. I don't eat at Arby's. I don't eat at Arby's. Ask me something fishing related. Not nothing about no crazy stuff. That's what I'm here for. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna be doing some catfishing at the same time while I'm gonna be throwing like bass lures or any other different kind of lure I feel like that I can have a look out for. And then it's another pond that I want to go do another. I've done a video there before. It has catfish in it, and these catfish are grain fed. And the last time I was there catching them, I say those catfish was probably about a foot, maybe about a foot and a half long. I know they gotta be bigger than that. I may do I gotta get in touch with the owner and ask for permission. I gotta ask for permission to go. I mean, I can go anytime I want to, but I gotta ask for permission to go, y'all, to do a video there. And once I get that permission, which I pretty much feel like I'm gonna get the okay. I'm gonna get the okay. I'm gonna get the okay to go. My dogs are barking. Let me let them outside real quick, y'all. If y'all don't mind. Come on. All right, y'all, I'm back. Down to one person. This thing is just jumping from this many people to this many people. I got over 1,000 I got over 1,000 followers, and man, I need to see some people I'm familiar with. But like I was saying, I know at this time right here, man, I know it's a lot of people that's just not getting off work and stuff like that. I may have to mess around and go live again when I feel like people and the individuals are settled, but I really won't be, I probably won't be able to. That's why I'm going live now. I need y'all to tune in, man. Tune in. I need more than just one. I need more than just one. Big Arms Fishing. Man, I'm gonna have to look you up. Do you got a YouTube page, Big Arms Fishing, if you're still there? Do you got a YouTube page, man? If you do, if you got a YouTube page, let me know. If you got a YouTube page. Right now, probably just ain't a good time. I don't never really announce when I'm gonna go live. I just go live and hope for the best. That's what I do. But anyways, man, I know there ain't a lot of people in here, so I'm just gonna talk, man, about what's to come. I got some work to do as far as fishing and doing some more videos. Y'all, I really wanted to get my boat ready. I really wanted to get my boat ready, man. But it's other stuff come up, and the little extra that I have, man, I just have to invest in other stuff that's a little bit more important for the time being. Had to invest in other stuff, man. But I had big hopes and high intentions on trying to get my boat up to par enough to get it in the water this year. And I actually told my father-in-law that. My father-in-law David, he was the one that I bought it from him, and I probably owed him a little bit more, but he told me I could go on and have it. But I had told him earlier in this year that I was gonna get that boat in the water. Still trying to work on that. But anyways, right now in my area, we're getting a little bit of rain, like light showers. Temperature done dropped down to like the 70s, in the 70s. I'm gonna say middle high 70s. And I'm really trying to wait till it get a little bit cooler to start back crappie fishing, man. I really wanna start back some crappie fishing videos. Um, the way it is right now this evening, if I had me some minnows, I probably would have went to Everest Presley Lake to see if he was any around and try to do a video there. But it just ain't that easy. As like talking about it, man. It ain't that easy. But I do know I need to get back in the groove, start making the time again, which I'm gonna work on. And it just, that's just what it is for right now. And man, I've been brim fishing this year, y'all. And I ain't kidding with y'all, man. I ain't even been nowhere this year to catch brim, at when they, at certain spots when they're supposed to be around, pertaining to, fishing around here where I live at. But I know I should have, around about the time when uh, the crappie start spawning. I mean, really, that's the time to also look out for the brim to be doing the same thing. Also, you know, uh, March through, like March through May. You know, that's the time to really be looking for, you know, both types of fish. You know what I'm saying? Focusing on both types of fish because usually, in certain ponds, one species will come in and spawn first and then move out, then the other species will move in, or at least that's what I've experienced. Um, Possibly at some places, they could be spawning in other areas. Both species could be spawning, at the same time. It's just some spawning out, some spawning in. But another thing I had to realize was when when it comes to uh fish and when they get in the spawn, all fish don't move in the spawn. That's one thing that I learned this year about crappie fishing. These fish, man, sometimes they'll stay out there in the deep water and be along, kind of along the bottom. And man, they'll spawn out there on the bottom. You know what I mean? They can do they spawning thing out in the deep as well as moving in the shallows. Um, so that's something that I realized and kind of figured out uh because I really haven't been doing this crappie fishing for a long time. Like I wasn't introduced to crappie fishing. Um, when I first started learning how to fish, and cause my dad, he was the first one to teach me how to fish, and the first fish was a bluegill. It was a bluegill. That's the first fish I caught at around about 4 years old, and man, I've been hooked ever since. And I think a lot of anglers would agree with me. If they go back in their early childhood days with the first fish they might have caught, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's some that probably say a bass possibly could have been the first one that they caught, but a crappie not a crappie, but a brim was the first fish that I caught when that was the first fish that I caught, y'all. It was the first one that I caught, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other anglers out here first fish that they caught when they on their very first fishing trip of their life, um was a brim, because they're, pretty much coming around about being in the shallows and not too far out, stuff like that. Real easy to catch. As long as you have crickets, mealworm, or red worms, or night crawler. And you can also catch them on artificial too. Stuff that look like, little jigs that look just like bugs, like a fake cricket. Um, Something that look like a little creek bug, a common creek bug that they may eat, mayflies, etc. Little small, 1-inch jigs. You can catch brim with them, crappie, and occasionally a bass too. Man, I can't believe ain't nobody in here that I know, and only one person that mentioned something about fishing, man. And I believe he just tapped back out. That right there just let me know I need to just start doing this every other day. Maybe I need to just start going live every other day. But at one point in time, y'all, man, the fishing was off the chain around here where I stayed at. It was off the chain, man. It was off the chain. But here see, I'm from Mississippi, in an area in Mississippi where I am, it's been so hot here. Man, look, the water level's real low. And man, I'm gonna be honest, you really got to have, unless you fishing somewhere in familiar waters, you really gotta have a boat, and you really gotta have a garment. You know what I mean? You really gotta have a boat. You really gotta have a garment, for real. And one of those fish finders. That's what I'm talking about. That way, you go somewhere you unfamiliar, man, you can find out where the fish at and catch them, man. That's probably like the only way you can be, besides going to the same places, and probably, taking a chance and catching the same fish over and over. If you ain't keeping them. But I got 2 thumbs up. I got 2 likes. I got 2 likes, 2 thumbs up, 2 likes, and 2 thumbs up. 3 people in here. Man, y'all ask me something if y'all want, man. And I haven't had a chance to go to my crappie spots to see, to catch these summer crappies, man. As far as catching the early summer crappies and in the middle summer crappies, that ain't it haven't even been no big chance for that to happen for me. As far as where I live at and where I stay at, because man, fish ain't coming in like that. Them fish out there trying to stay cool. They been out there in the deep, y'all. And probably the only time that you really have a chance to catch something is maybe late evening, a little bit later on in past late evening, or it's early in the morning. Early in the morning. And those are the times that I've been struggling with. I've been struggling with getting up on the weekend because I work, I lay asphalt for a living. And man, that work is so hard, Monday through Friday. Shoot, when Saturday come, you have in your mind Friday night, yeah, I'm gonna get up at this time in the morning, and I'm going fishing. That pretty much just how my mind been. And man, I mess around the doggone get up, and I think I'm gonna get up and set my alarm and everything. Don't hear the alarm, don't hear nothing, y'all. Don't hear nothing. And mess around and I don't make it. Mess around and wake up late. About 10 something. By that time, it's too hot. Really ain't no fish around like that. I probably could go around somewhere and catch some small ones. You know what I mean? Probably like catch some small fish that's still lingering around the edges and stuff like that. But besides that, shoot, man, ain't no doggone. They ain't, they ain't biting like that. The only people I know that been catching them like that is the people that's been in boats. And I got a boat, and I know I need to get on my stuff and get my boat ready. Who did? Bass fishing 101. He said, like watching your videos. I like using top water and in the morning and late afternoon. Man, you know what? You sure enough right, man. You sure enough right. And because I remember the last time I went bass fishing in the afternoon, man, I was using a top water. It was a dang, what's that? Buzz bait. It was a buzz bait, man. Who is it? The the done. What's up? The done. Let me see. Bass Fishing 101. Hey man, Bass Fishing 101. You got a YouTube channel, man? It was a guy in here. His name Big Arms Fishing. And I would ask. I don't know if he's still in here or not, but I would ask him, did he have a YouTube channel? If you got a YouTube channel, man, type it in here and let me know. Or if Bass Fishing 101 is it, man, I take the time and go look you up and subscribe to your channel, man. I go subscribe to it. And I'm the fish, and I really appreciate you saying you love watching my videos and stuff, man. I really appreciate that, man. I know I shouldn't be apologizing, but I'm gonna apologize anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for not being posting anything, or anything like that, man. But man, it's been rough, a little rough on me here. You know what I mean, with work and stuff like that. But I'm finna get back. I'm finna get back in the mode, man. I'm finna get back in the mode. I'm finna get the videos back jumping on everything. Bass Fishing 101. But yeah, top water, that's also good too. I was using a deck. I also fish with those poppers too, man. Those poppers. I also fish with those poppers, cause those poppers they create um disturbance on top of the water like no other, man. And man, it's just something about when you pop it and then you just pop it again and you just see that big old suction come up under and it just disappear. Man, it ain't nothing like that excitement, especially if it's a real big, you just see it. You know it's a good one then. At least a 4, 5 pounder anyway, 6 pounder. And man, y'all make sure y'all go and y'all check out MVP Fishing. That's my partner. Make sure y'all go and check out Fishing Ken on Hook City TV. If y'all ain't familiar with him, y'all go check out my brother Fishing Ken. Y'all if y'all ain't familiar with Big Boy Fishing, you know what I'm saying? That's my partner, Big Boy. Big Boy Fishing, man. Y'all go check out his channel, subscribe to all the people channel that I just not that I'm mentioning. Y'all go subscribe to their channel, man. Show them some love, man. Big Boy Fishing, MVP Fishing. Um, my other brother, uh, that gummit. Oh yeah, 662 Fishing Adventures. See, I haven't started yet. Just got me a GoPro, but I'm going to soon. Well, you know what, man? I can't wait. I'm gonna keep you in mind. Oh, do you got a TikTok? I'm gonna try to keep you in mind. But the only way I can keep you in mind is if you let me know. You know what I mean, through a comment on one of my videos. You know what I mean. You gotta be active now. You gotta be active, cause I mean I got over 1,000 um subscribers. So you gotta be active. I can keep you in mind and be like, hey man, I got my YouTube channel going. Be like, what's up, Fish Tracker? This uh Bass Fishing 101, the one you talked to on the live. I got my YouTube channel going, and then I remember you, and I be like, all right, bit, and I go right after I read that, I go and subscribe to your channel, be one of your first subscribers, man. You gotta show support to one another, cause we all out here trying to make it, in any and every way possible. We all are here trying to make it, cause it ain't easy out here, y'all, for some people. If you ain't working anywhere, where you can make some money, or you making some pretty decent money, it's gonna be hard. and you know, it ain't no way around it. You struggling. You know what I mean? Even some people that's rich and got money, they struggling because of stuff high on them. Try to keep up with the lifestyle that they've been living for years. So you know what I mean? We all struggling, y'all. Ain't no shame in it. Everybody is struggling in some kind of way towards something. Maybe not towards everything, but towards something. Hush, Ivy. That's my dog. She barking, y'all. But yeah, be sure to go check out my most recent video that I just not dropped. Is labeled bass fishing, and man, go check it out from beginning to the end, y'all. Go check it out from beginning to the end. It's labeled bass fishing. Go check it out from beginning to the end. In the beginning, I just kind of got it, you know, like small, but throughout the video, after about sometime after 8 minutes, it widens out to normal. So I'm explaining it if it's a lot of people looking at me, because I know I may not see every comment or anything like that, but it's kind of small for a little while, about the first 8 minutes or something. Then it goes to the normal, you know, screen. It's just something I tried to be, you know, just to do something different, you know, just to be different. Hope it wasn't a mistake. But if the weather's good tomorrow, I'm gonna go work on another video tomorrow, y'all. And I done made my mind up where I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go to Aberdeen, Mississippi. Yep, I'm gonna go to Aberdeen, Mississippi, y'all, to the Spillway. I'm going to Aberdeen, Mississippi, to the Spillway. And I wanna get there at a good time. And hopefully they don't have the gate closed, because it's been a few times I went up there and they have the gate closed, and you can't go in there. You can't go beyond that gate because it's like a long bar with a chain at the end and a lock on it, through a pipe and through the chain, and you can't go through. You have to wait till they open it. And I honestly don't know if it be closed like that all day when they have it like that, or it's a certain time that they come and open it, and then you can go ahead and go in there. But I'm really hoping that it be open. That's what I'm really hoping on, that it be open. And I'm trying to remember my best friend's fishing channel, y'all. He got a fishing channel too. Uh, and he told me what it was. And I know what it is. It just ain't coming to my dadgum mind right now. That's bad. It ain't coming to my mind right now. I keep on trying to think about it. But when it get a little bit cooler and the temperatures start hitting around about the low 70s, high 60s, that's when I'm gonna start. And it's getting to that point now. That's when I'm gonna start back crappie fishing. I'm gonna start back crappie fishing. But I think I'm gonna lean a little bit more towards using live bait than artificial. But I'm gonna try to make sure that every time I go, try to have live bait. I got plenty of artificial, so I'm gonna just try to make sure I have live bait also. That way I can have one pole out there, court, minnow on there, and I can also have another pole that I'm just constantly casting in the different spots, trying to find a certain little spot where they could be congregating, and bust them up if I can get lucky like that. What's my setup for catching fish? What species? Bass, catfish. Cause I mean the setups that I use are, Nala, get over here. Don't go over there. Get over here. Because the setups I use are very simple, man. I don't go all the way out of my way to use any kind of different attachments or anything like that. So It's depending on what type of fish I'm fishing for. But if I'm bass fishing, man, I like to use get over here, get your butt over here, get in the yard. My dog being bad, y'all. Gotta make it get in the yard. Get around there. She just got in trouble. But when I'm bass fishing, man, I normally like to use um 8 pound monofilament line. I'm just go through everything with you. I like to use 8 pound monofilament line, 8 to 10 pound. Um, a lot of if I'm using any kind of other line, I like any kind of braided line or anything like that. I like to go up to around about like 20 pounds, no more than that. And I like to use a 7 foot pole when I'm bass fishing because it's good for um and I don't like it to be extremely flexible. I like it to be um stiff, you know what I mean? But not to the point, like I always use a good enough pole to where if it's stiff, it still does have a good bend ratio when you bend it. You know what I mean? That way, when you hook a fish, it won't break. If you end up hooking a real big one and you rear back on it, it won't break. And usually, I'm an open face man. Um, get up here. What's wrong with you? You messing up my life. Get up here. Get up there. Last time me telling you. Sorry, y'all. Gotta stay on that dog hard here. But yeah, all right, that's pretty much my bass, sit up and that I like to use, and I like to throw poppers, spinner baits, worms, uh, top water, um, whatever I know that's in season to catch a bass. That's pretty much what I use. Crankbaits, you name it, lipless crankbaits. It's one of my rattle traps. I love throwing them. And then as far as my catfishing, man, catfishing, it depends on where it really depends on where I'm fishing at. And but if I'm fishing like in a spearway, I like to use a 1/2 ounce weight, and I call it a pyramid weight. I like to use that pyramid weight on there. That way, if there's any rocks or anything around, that pyramid weight can kind of settle in between those rocks, and it won't get hung. But if you use a regular weight or anything like that, or some little small shot weights or anything like that, and there's rocks out there, you will get hung up on them rocks if you throw in a little area where it's heavily rocked up. You get caught up, and it's hard to fight against that current to get it loose, so you end up having to cut your line. And I like to use braided line, and I use probably around about like 80 pound braided wire. I mean braided line, and I got a big 4,000 open face that I use, and I think it's made uh yeah, open face made by, because I haven't used it in a while. But I like to use the one that's kind of big, like the 4,000 series. What is it? And let me see. Yeah. And when I'm brim fishing, I like to use anything. Um, I use a ultralight pole, the same as crappie fishing. And I don't go no, I go as low as 2 pound test line. I go as low as 2 pound test line, and I use anywhere from a 6 foot to a 6'6", 5 foot, depending on where I'm fishing at. Cause sometimes I may be in bushes or something like that, and I don't have a good move around ratio. So I need a real short pole that'll still get the job done. So I use my 5 foot. I think That pole is called a crappie crusher, made by Mr. Crappie. It's a black and yellow pole, 5 foot pole. That's real good. And in close places and still having the room to cast out. But if I'm in the open, I like to use anywhere from a 6 foot to a 6'6" ultralight pole. Skinny, real, extremely flexible. And the reason I like to use poles like that when I'm brim fishing or crappie fishing is because of it just make, you know, the fish feel like it's 5 pounds. And it's real fun to fish with those poles. And usually I have probably about like a little 2000 series open face on there, something like that. Sometimes I have like a little on some of them. I may have like a little 50 or 100. But and brim fishing, I really don't go brim and crappie fishing. My favorite monofilament line to use is size is 4 pounds. 4 pounds is my favorite because I can maintain. It's just something about 4 pounds. You can have a small jig on there, but if the jig real small, you might have to downgrade down to a 2 pound test line just to be able to have that extra oomph to throw it out there. But the 4 pound test line works great when you're using 1/16, whatever, 1/32. You know, throws those jigs out there good. And basically brim fishing, I love to fish on the bottom for brims. You know what I'm saying? If I know those brims are big, I'm gonna fish on the bottom. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna also have another pole fishing on the top. But I got to know exactly how deep the water is where those beds are. That way I can have, if I'm using a cork, I can have it hanging down just right over their heads to where they can see it, or right in front of them to where they can come up to it and hit that worm or hit that cricket. Cause I like to use red worms or crickets when I'm brim fishing. And I've also caught crappie using red worms. Sure have. Crickets too. They'll bite a worm or a cricket. Sure will. But that's pretty much like the setup, different types of setups that I use. But like as far as like when I'm brim fishing, I may use size 4 shot lead, and I may put 2 or 3 pieces on there, something like that. And most time it'd be about 2 pieces on 4 pound test line or 6 pound test line, and I throw that out there, and that'll work pretty good. And then if I'm fishing in like a 1 acre pond for catfish or something like that, I'll do the same thing. But I probably use somewhere around about like 10 pound braided line, and I have like a what I call teardrop weight on there, and I really don't know the specific weight of it. I just know at the top of it, it got like a little swivel in the top of it, and I put one of those on there, and I use a circle hook, not a giant circle hook, but a small circle hook, and I love to use rooster liver, and I pre-cut my rooster liver. As soon as I get it, I always go ahead and get it home, and let it unthaw if it's frozen, and I just pre-cut it in pieces. That way I ain't got to be worried about that once I get to the bank or wherever I'm fishing, wherever I go catfishing. But man, I hope that helped you out as far as what setups I use for different species of fishing. It's very simple. I don't try to make nothing confusing at all, because it's all a lot of times you can be using this and doing this and doing that, and man, that ain't what individuals always do. Some people just do that on their videos just to show that it works. You know what I mean? Or that the technique works. I'm not finna do that. I'm gonna show you the quickest and simplest way. That way, if you have to re-rig up on the bank, you ain't got to be trying to worry about uh tying on to a swivel and then tying another different type of line to the bottom of the swivel and all this other stuff. When you're fishing, you trying to get groceries. You ain't got time to be trying to make stuff pretty. And people get views for that stuff, doing that stuff. I guess because it's just something different that they showing or whatever. But I'm gonna do it the easy way. And I'm gonna tell you the easy way. I'm gonna do it the easy way, and I'm gonna tell you the easy way. Cause when you're in the country and them groceries get low, or that fish in the store in the store get a little high, shoot, you can go catch them for free. But you ain't got time to be trying to fish pretty. You ain't got time to be trying to fish pretty. You trying to get out there. And if your line get broke, you trying to hurry up and get out there again. So you got to know the simplest method to use to get out there. If your line break or something like that, or you hook a fish and that fish hang you around something, and you have to break your line, man, you got to know how to get back out there as fast as you can when you're grocery fishing there. You got to. That's right, Mike Gray. That's right, Mike. Get popcorn. I'm finna get ready. Hey, I'm finna get ready to get off though, man. Cause me and the wifey, we got a date. Me and the wifey got a date, y'all. But I know I've been on here running my mouth and fussing at the dogs and stuff. But I do hope from the ones that's been viewing what I just not described as far as my setups for different types of fishing. I hope that help somebody out. You ain't hear me bass fishing 101 when I was talking about my catfish setup. When I said I like to use the little 1/2 pyramid weight and the 80 pound braided line on the 4,000 open face and the big catfish pole. That's my setup right there. That right there will get her done. It will get her done. Okay, you welcome, man. I was wondering. I didn't know if you were still there or not. I was hoping you would. But to me, that's the easiest way, man. The easiest and fastest and most efficient way, just in case you get broked off. Yeah, when you fishing with a swivel and you got to put a different thing on the bottom of the swivel, like you have dang what they called it, uh, the other attachment. Like you have braided line, a swivel, and you may have like some lighter line or something like that below that. Man, I'm not finna do all that to fish. I'm finna use what's exactly on there, a weight that I know that's gonna cast that joker out there with a circle hook on the end, tied in a Palomar knot, tight knot, and I'm gonna have some live on there. And then whatever come by and bite it, he gonna get got if he bite it the right way. Yeah, I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to nah, I ain't going to West Point. I ain't going nowhere to West Point. I'm going to in the morning I'm going to Aberdeen to the spillway where the water coming out of it. That's my plan, as long as it ain't raining or nothing like that. You about ready? You ready? Huh? Is it time? Is it time? All right. But yeah, I ain't going to no Oasis, Mike. I'm going to no club. I don't do the clubs. I've been got that out my system. Way back in my teenage years. But I am going to Aberdeen, to the waterway in the morning. I'm getting up early. Oh man, my phone, my phone. I only got 5%, y'all. So whoever want to ask questions, y'all better start booming the comments before my phone turn off. I got 5%. I'm finna have to go before it goes dead. Man, Bass Fishing 101, man, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I'm glad I got some fishermen in the comments now. First I was getting asked some crazy stuff. But yeah, thank you, man. I'm gonna try to make an epic video if the fish act right. As long as the fish act right, I can make an epic video. I'm telling you, man. But my phone done went down to 3%, y'all. I'm finna have to end this live. Man, it was good chatting with y'all. You know, especially the ones that was asking me questions and stuff like that. And man, don't y'all forget, man, go on my YouTube page. Y'all go check out that video that I just not downloaded. It's the first one. You hit videos, but first, before you do that, man, you go hit that subscribe button. You hear me? Go hit that subscribe button. Like and share me with everybody that you know that loves fishing. Tell them, hey, subscribe to this guy right here, man. He's a you know what I'm saying, a good down to earth gentleman, man. He fish from the bank, man. He get it in the old school way. And man, he's awesome. That's what y'all tell him. All right. But anyway, man, make sure y'all go check out that video, man, from beginning to the end. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. If you ain't subscribed to my channel, go subscribe, man. And also, let me see. Oh yeah, I still haven't forgot about the